On this episode of GoodEnough Motorsports, I'll show you how this little beauty got put in there. I had to skip out on a lot of the good things that went into it, because my father doesn't like to be on camera. But, short, we riveted this bracket here, and bolted on this bracket here, and it's actually holding pretty damn sturdy, if I'm honest. So, yeah. Now, I could start installing the cooler lines and all, but before all that, I still need to make a bracket for the oil cooler. I wanted to mount it here, but that would place the cooler far too close to the header. So instead I should mount it here, just a bit further away from the header, but still in an easy to mount location. So today I'll be making the cooling lines, or the air lines, for the oil cooler. So I've already done one in here, a complete one here, which we have prepared earlier. But yeah, assembling AM fittings and the lines. I don't know how one would refer to it, but it's a bitch. If I'm lucky, this should go in without too much trouble. Alright. That's done. So, simply press it in. And about 1/16 of a moose running it. Real gingerly. And so far it's going well. Watch how I jinx myself. Oh no, that was way too easy. That is suspicious. I would deem this satisfactory. So I will use this very elaborate template to simply, I'll cut out a big chunk of this first and put it in vice, and from there cut out a more elaborate bracket, which I will then proceed to bend properly. Tell you what though, sheet metal bits are not very tasty, that's for damn sure. Yeah, I think it's rather plain to see that my shit ain't quite straight. It's just not great. I'm gonna have to call in R&D. That's Redneck Design. Josh. Now, when one thinks R&D, it's usually referred to as research and development. But in Josh's case, he's put on a nice little twist on it, if you will. Yeah, he went there. So, who are you, buddy?
Me.
You're you?
Yeah.
Indeed you are. That is an acceptable response, but what is your name?
It's not wrong.
It's Wendell.
It's Wendell.
Yeah.
Wendell who?
Wendell Thomas Hollis.
And who's this fucker?
Josh. I'm Josh. Let's not send it. Hey, Ruby.
Yeah, we're quite the gang here.
That movie, yeah.
That's Josh's kid, my unofficial nephew. iPro is overrated.
I've had enough shit in my eye in my life to say that I probably should wear these because it's like $60 a shot to have that shit. Like they have like a little Dremel with an abrasive wheel on it against your eyeball to get that stuff out. And I have a scar on my eye from something coming out of my eye. And you'd think that'd be smart enough to wear something, but it's like that takes 5 seconds.
Yeah, I ain't got that time to spare, do you?
I don't have 5 seconds.
That's 5 seconds worth of seconds.
In my eyesight.
So Josh, what manner of science have you used to create the bends? This is not science.
This is not science. No. This is definitely guessing.
Well, it's somewhere between a guess and an estimation.
It's funny how it's like halfway science, because you measure out what you wanted, and then we just took that entire concept and then just kind of guessed the rest of it. Like we made a template, and instead of having like a
it's like
press,
it's like how long you need.
Bend sheet metal is just like, okay, well this is kinda right.
How long you need? About that much.
It reminds me of a guy I knew. He said, "I need a piece of wood this long but longer." One of the better interactions I've had with individuals.
That was one of the better? Jeez, what's one of the worst?
I met a guy named Nick one time.
Go on.
Pro tool.
Not inaccurate.
What's uses? So many uses.
Ça c'est assez fort, ça s'en va remonter par la même.
Ouais, par là, oui. Par ça, oui. Exactement, ok. Ça sort par la haute du bas, ça passe dans le cooler. Ensuite, oui, ça doit remonter la ligne qui est là.
Ça part par là.
Ouais. Exact. Les sensors sont connectés dans la sandwich plate, sont juste pas sont mis dedans, sont juste pas connectés au sensor.
C'est comme là, c'est carrément on va brancher.
Exact. Donc, ça sert pas à grand chose, mais bon, ça aurait fait ça de fait. Mais c'est pas dur.